This is a quote that I altered because I felt like it was a really powerful quote, but I wanted to more directly relate it to our food issues. The original quote is by Ashley Warner, and she said, beneath every behavior, there's a feeling, and beneath each feeling is a need. And when we meet that need, rather than focus on the behavior, we begin to deal with the cause, not the symptom. I wanted to be more specific as far as our food behavior is concerned. So beneath every food behavior is a feeling, and beneath that feeling is a need. And when we meet that need, rather than focus on the behavior, we begin to deal with the cause, and that resolves the food behavior. So step 2, get clear on what you really want. Every successful journey, including the one to heal your relationship with food in your body, begins with the end in mind. So here is like, okay, what do you want? What do you really want? If no one could read your paper and no one read your journal, and you and I were talking, like we're not recording and we were just talking, there was no like evidence of what you shared, what would you tell me you really wanted? So most of the time, women do know secretly what they want, but they're just afraid to say it because there's a lot of other conditioning around us that like who are you to do that? Actually, the client I was talking to this morning, there was a lot of conditions with her religious upbringing that she feels like you should be demure, you shouldn't stand out, you shouldn't speak your mind as a woman. So there's a lot of conditioning with that has stifled her dreams. So this step number 2 is designed to help pull some of that out, but little by little. Okay, so hopefully it's more exciting to you. Ilana Van Zant said, if you don't have a vision, you're going to be stuck in what you know. And the only thing you know is what you've already seen. So we have to create something new, right? You've got to write this down because otherwise, if you don't know where it is you're going to flounder. And that's part of the challenge here, right? Just continuing the same patterns of the eating behavior or weight gain, weight loss, weight gain. So what do you want for your life? When you can think bigger than your food and body, beyond the physical, your life begins to be fueled by inspiration. Your ultimate healthy life includes integration of 4 things. Okay, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. This is a writer-downer. So if there's anything that jumps out to you in this training, maybe not even something I say, but something that connects in your mind, they're like, wait, this is something here, write it down. Okay, so it might circle back or come out later. Trust your gut instincts of like, ooh, this thought seems like it's important. It doesn't make sense right now. Write it down, okay? So this is why you do not need willpower. Vision and belief are required to heal food issues, not willpower. So it is not like, oh, I need my willpower to eat in moderation and control. So moderation is just another form of a diet. Like if it's coming from, that's the methodology you're using to control food, I'm going to eat in moderation. A lot of diets will use that, like Weight Watchers will use that form of like your point system, or, you know, so they mean well, but actually moderation is and willpower, it's like not even needed when it comes to really understanding what it is you need. If you can trust yourself and you're operating from those 4 things, your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being, when you're operating from those 4 integrations, the willpower becomes not even needed. Because it's like, wait, does this serve me spiritually? Does, you know, eating a box of cookies, does that serve me physically? Does it serve me emotionally? Maybe at the time, but not necessarily in the long run. Is this good for me now and good for me later? You know, and even mentally. So we're going to talk about this more in between step 3 and 4. So in fact, when you are inspired by the vision of your life, food becomes less interesting because you begin to recognize that it's no longer your source of fulfillment and joy that it was before you had the vision for your life. Now, don't misunderstand me. I just got together with a bunch of clients / friends on Sunday. We had a beautiful brunch together. We had an amazing conversation. We completely lost track of time. 5 hours later, we're like, oh my God, the food was delicious. it was an amazing experience. It was social. I've become more of a foodie and I really appreciate it. So it's not like, oh, when I heal my relationship with food, I'm going to be eating chicken and broccoli and everything's bland. That's not accurate. That's a misunderstanding of healing your relationship with food. That almost up levels the whole experience of it and appreciation of it. But my whole day and my thought pattern isn't ruled by leaning on food to bring me the joy and nourishment. I get that from the connection with other women. I get that from my husband. I get that from my work. I get that from getting out on my motorcycle. I've been able to connect to the vision of what I want to really experience in life. And therefore, food fits into that, but it's not trying to make up for any of those things. Okay. So the vision for your life is really important. You need to have direction in order for it to give your mind and your spirit somewhere to go. If we don't have it like some direction there, then of course it's going to seem like food is the end all be all. And that's the thing that is like the highlight of your day. There's more to life than just the food. And you are more than your body, and you are more than what you eat. You are the woman that you are is so integrated and complex and beautiful and deserves to be honored. And your desires and your wants and your needs, they've been neglected. Then you do the best you can to fulfill those needs with food, but it's not an accurate way to get those needs met. It's like me trying to fulfill my intimate needs with my husband with food. It doesn't match. It doesn't flip out. It's not the same. So once I really understood that, then I had to start learning how to use my voice and, express what I needed and other things like that. So every successful journey begins with the end in mind. Hold the vision and trust the process. Hold the vision and trust the process. Your job is to not know necessarily how it's all going to happen, but to have a vision for what it is you want. That's the real work. That is, if you don't have that part in play, it's like not putting the destination into Google Maps. It's like, where are you going to go? Where's it going to tell you to go?